What's good, everyone? It's your boy Richard Wong, aka AreDoubleYou, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Luxa Play Series instrument from Native Instruments, as well as its partner expansion called Hotlist. What we're going to do is we're going to make a beat from scratch using only those two things, and see how it is. Not sponsored, by the way. They did send it to me for free, but they do not have any say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. So here we are on Luxa. According to their information, it's supposed to be like a hybrid hip-hop, R&B, pop instrument. So it's going to have sounds that are versatile enough to be applied to those genres. I even think they said K-pop in there as well. Let's hear what this default sound sounds like. This is the swarmy. Well, I actually do like how that sounds. Now, I already have a gripe with this instrument. So in order to go through presets, you have to go up here. And, it has a good amount of presets. Right? A lot of keys, a lot of synth sounds, but you can't sort it out over here in the browser. So if I want to go through only the pad sounds, I can't like sort it by pad. And I just did a video on their RSI-1 synth, and that one had the different banks for the different type of instruments. So I don't know why they don't have it in this one. Well, let's start off with some key sounds. I think the best thing for us to do is lay down a quick progression or like a melody and then flip through the presets using that progression or melody. That way you can have a better understanding of what the sounds sound like instead of me just tapping random keys on the keyboard. So let's lay something down. Now let's flip through some of these key sounds. Maybe a couple more. All right, last one. One more. Those are some of the key presets. We went down to this keyboard, so there's a bunch of other ones as well. I think for this one, I might go with the ACO. That might be the one we end up using. But I kind of want to use the same pattern. And let's go through a few of the pads. Maybe I want to start with the pad instead. Let's go through a couple more. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go back to the ACO. And I'm going to duplicate this pattern and layer it with the pad. I'm going to do the Feel It pad. And this together it sounds like this. I like that. And let's go to a bass now. 'Cause, I mean, I can do a bass. 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 I It's either gonna be this one or that haunting one from before. I think we're gonna go with that night bass. Let's lay that down. Let's go into that Hotlist expansion now. So if you don't know about Native Instruments expansions, they're essentially big multi-kits. They have a bunch of loops and samples, as well as drum sounds and instrument one-shots. Let's go into loops. Let's see, let's go to vocal. Oh, I'm surprised there's only 4 vocals in here, because it's supposed to be like R&B, pop, and like hip-hop oriented. I would think there would be many more vocal samples. Let's see what we got though. Those other ones are more like, you know, drums, but with the voice. Oh, what? Wasn't expecting that. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. I'm gonna drag it in. I'm gonna have this one go up an octave. Let me get rid of some of those highs. Maybe like this much. I hear when the high comes in. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's go back in and see if we can get like a perk loop. I swear, of all the things I chose, I only picked the 2 with the least amount. Let's see if I hit piano and keys. Yeah, there's a bunch of keys. Guitars. Bass. But for some reason, vocal and percussion only have 4 and 2. And those are the ones that I wanted. Let's see what these sound like though. Let's just throw them both in. Why not? Yo, hold up. This bounce kind of crazy. Yeah. Alright, let's throw on some drums. Alright, for the drums, we're going to stay in the Hotlist expansion. So what's cool is if you have a machine, you get full pre-made kits. So every sound you hear on each of these kits is an expansion. So if you don't have a machine, you can still use them. But obviously, if you have a machine, you get the added benefit of pre-built kits. I think we'll use this one actually. I like that snare. But I'll go through a couple more. Alright, we're gonna go with HEIR. Oh, I switched out the kick with the Axon kick. Alright, that's gonna be the first beat. I definitely want to keep adding stuff to it, but it doesn't really need anything else. So let's make another one. By the way, there's no external effects on any of these sounds. They all came straight out of either Luxa or the Hotlist expansion, except for that one EQ to filter out the highs on those vocals. So Luxa has a lot of presets in the synth section, so let's use one of those. This is the Turtle Toes preset from the synth section. Let's get a bass. So the bass I use is the haunting bass. Yo, listen to this thin textured preset. Crazy, let's lay this down. Let's go back into Hotlist for some drums. The drums are from the Shades kit. The 808 is not from the kit, by the way. So these chords are a combination of this Paul preset from the synth section and this flicker preset from the pad section. Alright, nice little simple trap beat. So let's dive into Luxa. So here we are in Luxa. It is a Play Series instrument, and just like all of Native Instruments Play Series instruments, a little tongue twister right there, it's based on 2 sound sources, and then you can use this balance knob to either just play one, or, for lack of a better term, balance them and blend them together. Each side is completely customizable. Bunch of different sound sources you can go through, and you can customize the B side too. And down here you got your macro controls, which allows you to control a bunch of different effects without having to go into the menus. What if you want more hands-on and more tweakability? Go to your sound section and you can adjust the parameters for both sides. Then you can go into your effects, which is exactly what you think. It's a bunch of effects, and this is the chain. You can customize your chain in any way you want. You know, you can drag these around. So there's actually a lot of effects you can use within the plugin itself. No need to add external plugins. And like I said, you can adjust them how you want and choose whatever order you want as well. It also has a built-in sequencer. So if you want to make like arpeggio and stuff like that, you can. And here in the macro tab is where you assign everything to these macro knobs here. That way you have the exact amount of settings you want to be adjusted when you're at the home screen. And then if you want, you can hit this dice and it'll randomize everything. So that's Luxa and Hotlist. I did enjoy a lot of the sounds, if not all the sounds, honestly, in Luxa. It has a lot of versatility in today's R&B, hip-hop, and pop music. But I wouldn't say you necessarily need it. Especially if you already have a really large library of sounds, you probably don't need to add these sounds to your collection. But I will say a huge benefit of having it would be to have all these types of sounds in one thing, rather than having to like open up a synth or a rompler that has like a bunch of different sounds and trying to find the exact sounds you want. This kind of puts it all into one convenient package. So if that's what you're looking for, I definitely recommend checking it out. If you don't have a large collection of sounds at your disposal and this is the type of music you kind of want to make, especially if you like the sounds that you heard in the video, I recommend checking it out for you as well. But I'd say the same thing goes for Hotlist too. If you have a large collection of sounds, you definitely don't need it unless you want that convenient package of all those types of sounds in an easily accessible package. So you can get these separately, or you can bundle them together at a discounted price. Link down in the description. But that's me for this one. If you like the beat, like the video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos. Check me out, my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms, all linked down below as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so right.